Hi everyone, welcome back to the Way of Positive Change YouTube channel. Happy Saturday to you. All right, I'm in between readings right now, and we're supposed to get a little bit of maybe a little cray-cray weather. We'll see. Have some thunderstorms coming through. I hope you guys are all safe. The weather's been a little wonky everywhere, hasn't it? Okay, so let's see. Last night I watched PBS Firing Line with Margaret. I can't remember her last name. Anyway, she had on Mark Cuban, the Mavericks owner, Shark Tank dude. What's going on with you, Mr. Cuban? What you doing? All right. He has been named on the task force to reopen, the Trump task force to reopen the country. Margaret asked him if she grade the president. He was hesitant, but he said he would give him an A because no one's been through this before. All right, so, you know, the tower is the significator card for me for the germ, all right? So it's rocking our world, literally. And that's what the tower card does, whether it's a hurricane or a bad storm or an earthquake. All right. Oh, speaking of that, I am doing the tarot classes. I'm doing 2 people to a class, and you can email me at The Way of Positive Change to let me have your email. I need the email so I can send you the information. And I'm also doing the $25 reading special. All right, you guys. Now, let's get back to Mr. Cuban. I hope he hasn't drank the Kool-Aid. I know he's paying for all of his employees in the Mavericks camp. Let's see if he's going to be... I have a feeling he's going to run for presidency. I don't think it's going to be now because of what he said yesterday, but he may slide in there somehow. Let's see if he's going to be seen as a huge asset to the reopening Trump committee. He found out an hour before it was announced. Will Mark Cuban be seen as a huge asset? He used to say such negative things about him, so it's really, really strange. All right, let's take a look at that. Okay, so he's very happy about this. He's actually happy that he can come on and lend a hand, give some smarts, some cues, some tips, some Shark Tank help or assistance to some businesses. He can see and he will tell people this is a time for you to look at the opportunity. Every situation in life presents an opportunity. We talked about, you and I have talked about Wayne Dyer before, when he was even in an orphanage and it would snow and he would sleep with the shovel so he could shovel walkways and make money. Every life situation, because that's what he's going to tell him. You can make something good come out of this. All right. He stands as the 9 of Pentacles, so everyone is going to see him as having the wisdom of the falcon and the owner of the farm, you know, in a good way. Oh my gosh. Okay. He's going to work with, and perhaps even the person that suggested he join is the Queen of Pentacles. And no, that's not Ivana. This is a female with dark hair. All right, so there are some things. He has his own things going on, so he will have to straddle into this. He's going to try to manage a couple of different things. It's a juggle. He knows it's a juggle, and he's going to try to bring a lot of energy to it with the Knight of Wands, but he has to work this and his own stuff at the same time. And because the Page of Wands is on its side, I don't think he's going to like some things that he hears there. And he'll feel like if he's going to be a part of this, he kind of has to go along with it to a certain extent, acquiesce. He's not fully committed into helping the president, okay? So they're going to see that he's hesitant in implementing something that they want to do. He will have to pick and choose his battles with this and how much he's going to offer or say. Wow. Some people may even think that Cuban is confused. I hope he doesn't drink the Kool-Aid. Some of us it'll be very mixed. Some of us will like what he has to say. Some of us will not like what he has to say. It's very mixed. He's trying to help. And he may even suggest something that, guess what, petulant child doesn't want to take the advice, you know? But how will his reputation be when he's done with this? Mark Cuban. Okay. They'll say he did work, he came out fine, and he could spin it. So, adding him to the group may not have been, on a normal task force, it would have been great and very helpful to have the wisdom of one of the sharks from Shark Tank and Mark Cuban helping out. But this does not lead to, there's trouble there. All right, trouble in them their hills. All right. Now let's see. Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil, oh my goodness, did they step in it or what? True Colors came out, and I really feel that other people will follow, and I know that there is some sort of oral utterance catastrophe that's waiting to come out of the orangutan's mouth. I felt it very strong this morning. He's really gonna, and I don't mean about liberate Michigan, I mean he's really gonna say something and stumble over it. It's gonna be a whopper this time. But let's take a look first at Dr. Oz. He has a lot of helpful suggestions, and he does go on NBC and other networks. He seems balanced in most things, but the more he appeared on Fox, the scarier it got. Okay, so he has come out and said it wasn't a poor choice of words, or I think Phil said it was. Dr. Oz said he apologized. So let's see. Will this hurt Dr. Oz's standings within his TV community and his channel? Will it hurt his ratings? It upset me, and I'm sure it upset you. Some people ask me about it. How will he be seen? Will this hurt his ratings, Dr. Oz? You know, and I mean, he did get his start with Oprah Winfrey, and here she is giving $10 million. Of course, you know, weigh the issues that are going on there, you know. And she gave Dr. Phil a start. Of course, he was already, you know. Of course, you know, Oz was a cardiac surgeon, and Phil was an attorney, and doing that, their careers would have done just fine, but they wouldn't be the big mega TV stars that they are right now by any means without Oprah Winfrey. So, okay, there's some prayers, some thought prayers. Oh God, please, I didn't mean to say all that. A lot of thought and planning going in how to fix this. It was too much. It was too much for the people to take. It went over, it went on the tilt, it tilted just like it just tilted. Normally he's, you know, he tries to help everybody, you know, but he just, something of his inner, either something didn't go right. He got confused. He may have been thinking, you know, of the kids with sort of his, you know, him being a dad, and, you know, the mothers who want to get their kids to school, so that it was wonky. So it was really mixed messages, and he's really unsteady right here. They're going to see him as unsteady, and there's emotions. People will be very emotional about this. There will be some heated discussions, and he's being judged. So people are talking about it with the Page of Wands. The Two of Pentacles means unbalance, and he's trying to put it together with a lot of thought and action. They will try to do a lot of work with the Ten of Wands, but it's on its side. Judgment cards means people are judging him, and saw that he was judging others. You know, that how he really felt came out there, and they see him as a entitled person that just wasn't really thinking. All right, so this will cause him to wobble, and then he's going to go to the next step. So he wobbles, he's judged, catches a lot of flack for it, then he moves on. So too many people love him for other things. This will definitely cause, it is a demerit. It's a demerit for him. All right. Yeah, because he's the magician, so he's going to try to spin it. They're going to try to cover it up with other things. They're going to, maybe he'll donate a whole truckload of money, Ten of Pentacles, to go forward with more studies and testing, and people they'll forgive, as my friend says, I'm sa. I'm sorry. I'm sa. All right. Let's take a look at Dr. Phil. Will he be able to dig himself out? His remarks were also very Trumpish, very right-wingish, comparing it to tobacco, to, you know, smokers, and how many people die with the flu and car accidents and everything like that. They don't die all at once. This is a pandemic. It's not, well, you guys know. I don't need to explain to you. All right, moving along. Dr. Phil, is this going to hurt his career? Well, the comments that he said on Fox and their friends, whoever they are, will this knock him down? Will the comments he said hurt his career, or will he recover? They've both, you know, made enough so that it really doesn't matter. I mean, it's not like they need to continue, but Oz will, but he's going to pay some money. But let's see, Dr. Phil, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna get knocked down? Is this, will you be judged? Will this hurt your career or not? All right, there we go. He's already feeling it. People may have tuned out of his podcast, you know, his recent endeavor. He's feeling bad. He and this may be him and the Five of Pentacles. This could be him and Mehmet, right? Phil and Mehmet. Oopsie daisy with the Five of Pentacles. And he may be hurting some of his things, his shows. I don't know how much. I think their audience is free, but I don't know. Yeah, he's not feeling empowered at all. He feels like he really stepped into it. He does not feel, with the Chariot on the side, he feels disempowered. And he can feel it from the other people. He's going to try to defend himself. I'm not sure how that's going to work out for him. He may offer something as well, and he may offer to Army Corps of Engineers or some other type of armed force or police or something. He may try to make them an offer to help them out. But he's a Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is standing in defense, ever vigilant, but with a wound on their head. Okay. He's going to try to come back steady and strong on topics that he knows will gather people's interest and that will be helpful to people. Solving crimes with police, that could be the armed person. Crimes and digging up some things about finances from other people. So he too is going to try to win back into the good graces. He's wobbling as well as the Seven. People feel like they have to make a choice. Am I going to watch him or not? So he's got to he has to choose his topics and run commercials with, he's got to be really clever. Very, very clever. I'm surprised I don't see the 7 of Swords here. And so I have 7 of Wands. He will have some viewers that will not come back. And he's afraid of that. But he thinks he can continue to build. He's going to employ another man to help him with this. He's going to employ a person that's kind of like another counselor to get advice on how to get back up on top. He has to hire somebody, and then he may bring another person onto the show. And that could be about investigating funds and where it went. And he may try to capture some of the audience that he lost by looking at things that are going on in Russia and Trump. There's going to be a lot of gossip about him, but he's going to try to turn it, of course, the focus off of himself and onto someone else. And then how else will it go? This usually means he does okay, but at the top, these cards are not as conducive for growth or recovery as Dr. Oz's were. I don't know what all Phil said. How will he do after that? I want this one, and this one. Yeah. So he will continue to step in it a little bit because he isn't as sorry, and some of the things that he thinks or believes in very strongly, so he'll step in it a little. He's not doing as well. He will not do as well as Oz. So, of course, I don't wish any of them ill will, but, I don't want to be in the percentage that they said could be spared either. And I'm sure you don't either. Oh my gosh. Okay. Last question, and I'll have to upload this while I'm trying to do some readings. I'm very excited about the classes. I'm starting them next week. Okay. All right. And I think I might do a short video on what the class is going to, what all will be included in it. Okay. All right. I want to look at the general well-being, financial well-being. I've heard so many very intelligent, financial savvy, economic savvy people say that we've already gone past what the Great Depression was, which I don't see. And maybe they're saying the Great Recession. Let's look at it that way. And I can see where that may be happening. But let's see how the average Joe and Jane, like you and myself, although we're open to receiving lots more money. All right, let's how the average family is going to do and feel in the next 6 months. They're going to come. I know the nose is down, but some checks are there. They're trying to work on the unemployment sites. DeSantis is losing his house. What? All right. How will general families do managing their own finances and their households? How will they do? We know how they're feeling, but how will they actually do? That way we'll see if there's more help coming down the line. Let me know what your thoughts are. Okay. They're very concerned about the kids and getting them what they need. So that's nourishment for the kids, getting them back to school, all the things that have to do with the younger people. I also think that some pets may suffer. Maybe, people, I know that they're giving food out for pets in several places. I hope they make the decision to keep their pets and go get the things that they need that are given out. They have lots of decisions to make. Should I go with my heart? Should I use my mind or my heart? to make these decisions. With the Lover's card on its side, you know, and they have to decide to stay together, to do this together. They're already feeling sad, and many of them have been separated, of course, from their jobs, and the Three of Swords is a separation card. But they, right now, as a whole, people still believe that we're struggling, but we can get back up on top. So they have not lost faith. And when we don't lose faith, when we hold on to faith, we can accomplish anything. Okay, so they will be open to some further education. They will be very strong in their, so the church will have a resurgence. Okay, they'll be very strong in their faith. Oh, shoot. Doggone it. You know, if you've been watching the videos for a while, we've been getting the Tower and the Five of Pentacles for everybody. You know, I got it for weeks and weeks in advance before this stuff started to happen. And we've got either another surge of the germ, or there's going to be some earth changes. The Tower's on the doorstep. You guys, the Tower's never easy. It is never easy. What comes out and happens after the earth has shaken under our feet is better than what the people left or got catapulted out of the tower. That, you know, out of the, that could be the other tower. You know whose. Okay, we have a plan. New plans. Some people will end up doing some jobs that they don't want to do, but that's okay. With the Four of Cups, Page of Pentacles, new plans. Get those vision boards going, you guys. Write your ideas out on your vision board. There's some debt. They're hoping and fearing that they don't go too far into debt. All right, now, I'm going to say that that's Pelosi, because the Queen of Pentacles, it's an earth card. I know she's Aries. It's either Nancy or another dark-haired woman that's going to really come up with some very good ideas and will help people in a financial way, because that's good. When we come out with a pentacle and the outcome card, even though we have, you know, the Hierophant, the Lovers is on its side, the Hierophant, the Tower, the Devil, that means our values and what we believe to be right and wrong are challenged. There's some catastrophic things that are going to happen over the next 6 months, and people are, you know, they could be kicked out of their own house. I know they're going to put a stay on evictions, but this is change that just no one, they had just never felt, it feels like someone pulls the rug out from underneath your feet. That's the best way I can explain it. But there will be some normalcy, some balance coming back. So this Queen, we can look for the Queen of Pentacles, a new idea, a helpful idea at helping people, and the financial sector, to arrange things that can work with people with their debt and give them some hope for the future. So I'm going to say that there is another big wave of financial distress or upset and earth changes, and just some, you know, kaboom. And then things get better after that. Okay? All right. Don't worry. You and I are going to be okay. Light workers are always okay. Right? Okay. Stick through this together. And if you have any specific questions, email me at the Way is Positive Change. You can get your schedule for your reading or signed up for your classes. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's affordable. All right, you guys. I hope you have a terrific weekend and that your weather is good and you are safe. Just start thinking of ways, you know, everybody has God-given talents, gifts, and skills. Some of them you don't even recognize that can be utilized at this time. So think entrepreneurial and do things, put your focus on things that you love, and see how you can make a career out of them or help someone else with them, or the things that you love or that you have God-given talents for them. Sometimes we tend to belittle our God-given talents or don't think that they can be useful. So dig into those, rebirth them, and let's make some money together. Okay. And help others, right? Okay. Everybody prosper. All right. Love you guys, and I will see you later. If you have any questions, topics that you'd like me to read on in the coming week, please put them in the comment section below. All right.